Here's my 5K time trial. So I had pretty solid conditions overall. I did it just after 5 p.m. when it was in the lower 60s, and there was some wind, and it was a little bit cloudy, so there was some coverage from the sun, but it was still a little bit warmer than I wanted going into it. And I did have Evan biking with me to help pace, and this was helpful. It was definitely better than running alone, but it obviously isn't the same as having other people running with me and pushing me. So I wanted to hit around 510 for the first 1600 and then hopefully pick it up from there. So that's around 77, 78 per 400. And I come through the first 200 here in 37, so it is a bit quick, but then I ease back a bit and I just try to find a rhythm. Alright, here I'm coming up on the 400 and I go through in about 77, so I'm actually right at the pace that I want to be at. Okay, right here I hit the first 1600 and I come through in 5:15, so I'm slightly slower than I wanted to be. I was hoping to be around 5:10 like I said, but I don't panic or anything. I try to focus on picking it up a little bit at a time from here. And my legs are still feeling good at this point. Obviously it's only the first mile, but I am feeling a little bit flat coming into this. I don't feel like I have a ton of quickness in my legs, so I'm looking to pick it up from here. Alright, and right here is the 3200, which I hit right at 10:25, so that was a 5:10 second 1600. So I did pick it up, not as much as I wanted to, but at least I did pick it up 5 seconds from that first mile. And my legs are still feeling good at this point, and my form is also starting to open up. I was kind of choppy that first mile, not really smooth, and I could tell just from this video. But I am starting to open up and pick it up a little bit more, and feeling smooth going into the last mile. Okay, and here I am coming up on just 400 to go. I remember seeing 14:55 right here on my watch, and I remember ambitiously thinking to myself that, oh, if I can just run under 65, I can finish under 16, which was pretty ambitious because, like I said, I was feeling flat coming into this. I didn't feel like I had much quickness in my legs at all. I didn't really think about that for too long. I switched my focus to just trying to kick it into that last gear and really open up. And also watching this back, I think I looked too tense throughout the whole race. Like I said, I felt pretty flat coming into it. It wasn't really, I wasn't really feeling that confident that I was going to run well. I had a 2-hour final earlier in the day that, you know, just took up a lot of mental power and focus. So I wasn't really that excited to come out here and race a 5K alone. And it's also always easy to look back and think that you could have gone harder at the end of the race. I think that's something every runner does, and it's also something that I do probably too often for myself. But I do remember really giving it my all here at the end, even though it really doesn't look like in the video, it doesn't really look like I'm kicking that hard. I remember really feeling exhausted when I finished. So I end up finishing up at 16:08, which really isn't that bad of a time considering I wasn't even training for a 5K really this season. I just wanted to come out here at the end of the season and put in an all-out effort for a 5K and see what I could run. I was hoping to run under 16, yeah, but realistically I was guessing around 16:10 is what I was going to run, so, you know, I guess I was right on that. And on top of that, like I said, not coming into it being incredibly focused mentally, not feeling great in my legs, and also basically running it alone. So even though I would have liked to break 16, I'm still happy with 16:08.